I've been playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, and I just finished the Trail of Luzia Marquez. And this mission got me thinking about something. Side missions used to actually feel like you went somewhere and did some shit. I know that sounds simple, but hear me out. Because modern games have gotten so damn big that sometimes I open a map and immediately get tired. I ain't even moved the character yet. I'm just looking at the map. Question mark. Question mark. Chest. Activity. Challenge. Another question mark. Some strange little icon the game explained to me 17 hours ago, and I don't remember what the hell it means anymore. At some point, the map stops looking like a world and starts looking like somebody spilled Skittles on my television. Black Flag has plenty of side content. I'm not saying it doesn't, but something about the way these missions are structured feels different. The Trail of Luzia Marquez is part of the Opito Templar hunt. You meet Opia, move through the camp, deal with Lucia's men, find Lucia, and finish the hunt. Simple. The game knows what you're there to do. And I appreciate that more now than I probably would have when I was younger. Because I don't need every mission to become a damn lifestyle. Sometimes I just want to turn the game on, find somebody who needs killing, handle my business, and go back to my ship. That's a good evening. And maybe this is the old head gamer in me talking, but I think developers have gotten scared of simplicity. Everything has to be a system now. You can't just find a weapon. No, you find a weapon with 3 slots, 2 rarity levels, a crafting path, elemental damage, a passive perk, and some other shit I need a YouTube video to understand. Man, can the sword cut somebody? That's where I'm at. Does it work? Oh, give it here. And that's one thing I've been enjoying about Black Flag. Even when I'm doing side content, the fantasy stays intact. I'm still Edward Kenway. I'm still moving through the Caribbean. I'm still hunting people. I'm still sailing. I'm still getting distracted by ships that have absolutely nothing to do with what I'm supposed to be doing. That's actually becoming a problem. I will put a marker on the map. The mission is 2,000 meters away. I start sailing toward it. Then I see a ship. Now, I don't need the ship. Let's establish that. I have no business bothering these people. They are sailing. I'm sailing. We could both continue with our day. But then I pull out the spyglass. Why? Because I'm nosy. Now I see they got metal. Oh, well, shit. Now it's different. I need metal. Next thing you know, 20 minutes have passed. I've fought 3 ships, my wanted level is up, some hunter is chasing me, and the mission marker is still 2,000 meters away. That's Black Flag. And the funny thing is, I don't feel like the game wasted my time. I wasted my own damn time. There's a difference. Modern games sometimes waste your time intentionally. They put barriers in front of you. They stretch progression. They slow things down because somebody calculated that if it takes you 47 hours to unlock something instead of 12, maybe you'll stay engaged longer. That's not adventure. That's a retention meeting. And gamers can feel the difference. We may not always know how to explain it, but you can feel when a game is giving you something to do because it's fun, and when a game is giving you something to do because a chart told then player engagement drops after 30 minutes. Black Flag comes from a different period of gaming. Not a perfect period. Let's not rewrite history. Games had bullshit back then too. Every generation thinks the previous generation was some magical paradise. It wasn't. I've been gaming since Atari. Trust me. We played some garbage. The difference is we didn't have social media to spend 6 months arguing that the garbage was secretly misunderstood. If a game was terrible, you turned that shit off. Maybe you blew in the cartridge first. You had to give it one fair chance. But after that, it was over. Still, older games often understood something that modern games seem determined to overcomplicate. A game needs rhythm. You need big moments. You need quiet moments. You need main missions. And you need smaller adventures that make the world feel bigger without demanding your entire damn week. That's what I like about these Templar hunts. They give me a reason to explore another part of the world. They introduce another target, another assassin, another little story. Then they get the hell out of the way. And there's a reward at the end that connects to something bigger. That's important. Because side content should make me feel like I found something. It should make me feel like I made progress. I don't want to finish a 40-minute activity and receive 14 pieces of cloth and 17 experience points. What am I supposed to do with that? Celebrate. Call my family. Hey, everybody, come downstairs. Daddy got 14 cloth. No, give me something that makes me curious. That's what Black Flag does well. You get a key and immediately there's another question. What does this unlock? How many do I need? Where are the others? Now I'm thinking about the larger hunt. That's good game design. The reward doesn't just increase a number. It creates curiosity. And curiosity is one of the most powerful things a game can give a player. Because once I'm curious, you don't have to drag me through the game anymore. I'll go myself. That's the difference between exploration and a checklist. A checklist says, go here because the map says something is here. Curiosity says, I wonder what's over there. Those sound similar, but they don't feel the same when you're playing. One is an obligation. The other is your decision. And games are always better when they make you believe something was your decision. Black Flag is very good at that. The game will put a ship in the distance. It doesn't tell me to attack it. I attack it. The game will put an island off to the side. I decide to stop. The game will show me another Templar hunt. I decide I want to finish it. Now, obviously, the developers put all that shit there. I'm not stupid. I understand how video games work. But good game design hides the hand. It doesn't feel like somebody is standing behind you pointing at the next activity. It feels like you're discovering the world. And the Trail of Luzia Marquez reminded me of that. The mission itself isn't some massive $20 million set piece. The sky doesn't split open. A dragon doesn't calm down. Edward doesn't suddenly find out he's the chosen pirate from an ancient prophecy. You hunt a target. That's it. But the location, the nighttime setting, moving with Opia, dealing with the guards, and tracking Lucia down all fit the world you're already in. The mission understands its place. And I think that's becoming a lost art. Not every mission needs to be the greatest mission in video game history. Some missions just need to be good. That's another problem with modern entertainment in general. Everything is sold as an event. Biggest update ever. Most ambitious game ever. The franchise will never be the same. Man, shut up. Can I play the game? Does the mission work? Am I having fun? That's enough sometimes. You don't have to change my life every Tuesday. And maybe that's why I've been enjoying going back through Black Flag. Well, technically, Resynced. But you know what I mean. The bones of the game come from an era where the open world was big, but it wasn't trying to become your second job. You could get lost in it. There's a difference between a game you can get lost in and a game designed to keep you trapped. I think live service gaming blurred that line. Now, before somebody gets mad, I play live service games. I play UFC 6. I play NBA 2K. I'm not sitting here pretending I only play games made in 1997 by 12 men in a basement. I play modern games. But when you go back to something like Black Flag, you notice how different the relationship with the player feels. Black Flag wants me to enjoy the world. A lot of modern games want me to maintain a relationship with the product. Log in. Check the store. Complete the daily challenge. Claim the reward. Come back tomorrow. Don't break the streak. Man, I got enough responsibilities. I don't need my video game disappointed in me because I didn't log in Wednesday. Black Flag doesn't care. I can disappear for 3 days, come back, and Edward is still standing there. The jackdaw ain't sent me a notification. And whale ain't emailing me. Captain, we noticed you haven't sailed in 72 hours. Claim 5 free wood by returning today. Don't give Ubisoft no ideas. But that's what I mean. When I complete a mission like the Trail of Luzia Marquez, I'm reminded why I used to love side missions. They weren't content. They were adventures. Small ones, sometimes. But adventures. And I think language matters here. Because the gaming industry calls everything content now. Content. 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 We need more content. Players consumed the content. New content coming next season. I hate that word sometimes. A mission ain't supposed to feel like something I consumed. It's supposed to feel like something I experienced. I know that might sound like I'm getting philosophical over a pirate stabbing people in the Caribbean. And maybe I am. I'm 44. This is what happens. You start the game trying to get a key, and 20 minutes later you're thinking about the decline of mission design. That's old head gaming. But I really do think Black Flag understands player motivation. It knows treasure is interesting because it's hidden. It knows a target is interesting because you have to find them. It knows the ocean is interesting because you can see something in the distance and change your plans. And it knows rewards are more satisfying when they point towards something bigger. That's why collecting these keys works. You know there's a larger reward waiting. Every hunt moves you closer. And the game doesn't need a battle pass animation to make the reward feel important. No flashing screen. No legendary sound effect. No announcer screaming that I unlocked something. I got the key. I understand. Thank you. Sometimes I think games don't trust players anymore. Everything has to be highlighted. Explained. Marked. Repeated. You pick something up and the game shows you 3 screens explaining the thing you just picked up. Then a character calls you on the radio and explains it again. Then the objective appears. Use the item. I know. I was standing here when I got it. Black Flag has some old Ubisoft habits. I'm not giving it a free pass. There are tailing missions in this game that make me want to throw Edward into the ocean myself. But when the game works, it works because the world and the mechanics support the fantasy. The Trail of Luzia Marquez works because hunting a temper feels like something Edward should be doing in this world. Sailing to another island feels natural. Moving through a camp feels natural. Working with an assassin feels natural. Chasing down the target feels natural. Nothing feels like the game suddenly stopped so I could play a completely different activity somebody added to increase the feature count. And that's what I want more games to understand. You don't need more activities. You need better reasons to do the activities you already have. If I'm a pirate, give me reasons to sail. If I'm an assassin, give me people worth hunting. If I'm exploring ancient ruins, give me a mystery. Don't give me a fishing minigame just because every open-world game apparently signed a contract requiring fishing. I don't know when that happened. At some point, every developer got together and decided grown men desperately wanted digital fish. And look, some of y'all love fishing in games. That's fine. I'm not judging you. I'm judging you a little bit. But that's fine. My point is, activities should belong to the game. They should strengthen the fantasy. Black Flag's best side content does that. Even when I'm not advancing the main story, I still feel like I'm living in Edward's world. And after finishing the Trail of Luzia Marquez, that's probably my biggest takeaway. I didn't feel like I stopped playing Assassin's Creed to complete side content. I felt like I went on another Assassin's Creed adventure. That's a small difference on paper. It's a huge difference when you're holding the controller. Because one keeps you checking boxes. The other keeps you playing. And I'll take playing over completing a checklist any damn day. Now if you excuse me, I apparently have more keys to find, more ships to board, and about 30 ships at the bottom of the Caribbean that probably had perfectly good cargo on them. Like I said, I'm learning.